Hello, aspirants. In Tisby, though, we're diving deep into Part 14 of the Indian Constitution. This crucial section covers services under the Union and the states and is extremely important for both your prelims and mains exams. So, let's get started. Part 14, spanning from Article 308 to Article 323, is the blueprint for our country's civil services. It lays down the rules for recruitment, conditions of service, and the essential protections given to civil servants. It also establishes the powers and functions of the public service commissions, both at the union and state levels. Let us begin with Article 308. This article simply defines the term state for the purposes of this part. It's a foundational definition. Historically, it used to exclude Jammu and Kashmir, but since the changes in 2019, this exclusion is now just a point of academic interest. Next up, Article 309. This is a very significant article, as it grants the power to regulate the recruitment and conditions of service for government employees. The Parliament and state legislatures have the authority to make laws for this. However, until such laws are enacted, the President or the Governor can make temporary rules to govern these services. This ensures there's never a vacuum in administration. Now, let's discuss the famous Article 310, which introduces the Doctrine of Pleasure. This doctrine states that civil servants hold their office during the pleasure of the President, if they are in a union service, or the Governor, if they are in a state service. This means their service can be terminated at any time. But, and this is a big but, this power isn't absolute. It is subject to certain limitations, which are laid out in the very next article. This brings us to Article 311, one of the most vital articles for any civil servant. It provides two crucial safeguards against arbitrary dismissal. First, a civil servant cannot be dismissed or removed by an authority that is subordinate to the one that appointed them. This maintains a clear hierarchy and protects against misuse of power by lower-level officials. Second, and most importantly, no such action can be taken without giving the employee a reasonable opportunity to be heard. This is a fundamental principle of natural justice, ensuring that every government employee gets a fair chance to present their case before any major disciplinary action is taken. These rules are the bedrock of security for civil servants, allowing them to perform their duties without fear or favor. Moving on to Articles 312 to 314. Article 312 is particularly important. It empowers the Parliament to create new All India services. However, this can only be done if the Ragya Sabha, the Council of States, passes a resolution to that effect with a special majority of not less than 2/3 of the members present and voting. The Indian Administrative Service or IAs, the Indian Police Service and the Indian Forest Service are prime examples of all India services created under this provision. As for the other articles in this block, Article 313 simply allows existing laws applicable to public services to continue, and Article 314, which dealt with protections for existing officers of certain services, has been repealed. Next, we have a whole chapter dedicated to public service commissions, from Article 315 to Article 323. This set of articles establishes the Union Public Service Commission, or UPSC, for the Union and State Public Service Commissions, or PSCs, for the states. These articles meticulously detail the appointment process, term of office, and conditions of service for the members of these commissions. They also clearly define the functions of the commissions, which are primarily to conduct examinations for appointments to the services of the Union and the states, but their role doesn't stop there. The UPSC also advises the government on all matters relating to methods of recruitment, promotions, transfers, and all disciplinary matters affecting a person serving under the government of India. The reports are laid before the Parliament, ensuring transparency and accountability. So, why is all of this so relevant for your UPSC preparation? Well, Part 14 is a cornerstone of General Studies Paper 2, particularly in the sections on polity and governance. You'll often find direct or indirect questions based on Articles 309, 310, and especially 311. It's essential to not just memorize the articles, but to understand the intricate relationship between recruitment processes, the doctrine of pleasure, and the constitutional safeguards provided to civil servants. When writing your answers, Try to link these constitutional provisions with real-world administrative examples and case laws. This will demonstrate a deeper understanding and help you score higher marks. To conclude, Part 14 of the Constitution is not just a set of rules. It's the very framework that builds, sustains, and protects the steel frame of our Nashanda civil services. It details everything from recruitment and powers to the vital protections that ensure their independent functioning. As you revise, make sure to connect these articles with real-life cases and contemporary issues in governance. Thank you for watching this detailed explanation. Keep revising, stay focused, and good luck with your preparation, aspirants.